Hello, welcome to the Daily English News program in Azərbaycan Televiziya with the most important events of the day. I'm Gülər Hədəmova. According to the press service of the President of Azerbaijan, on March 1st, President of Serbia Aleksandar Vučić made a phone call to President İlham. During the phone call, Aleksandar Vučić said he couldn't participate in the summit-level meeting of the non-aligned movement contact group because of the dialogue between Serbia and Kosovo in Brussels, and that the Minister of Foreign Affairs will represent Serbia at the event. The Serbian President informed the head of our state on the progress of this dialogue. Aleksandar Vučić noted that he places great emphasis on comprehensive development of Serbia-Azerbaijan relations based on mutual respect, understanding and support. The Azerbaijani President hailed an Azerbaijan-Serbia strategic partnership dynamically developing thanks to personal relations of the two nations, head of state, and expressed hope that this year would also be successful for bilateral relations. During the conversation, the sides shared their views on the energy topic and other issues of mutual interest. On March 1st, President of Azerbaijan, İlham had a number of receptions. The head of our state met with chairwoman of the presidency of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Željka Cvijanović.
The head of state thanked chairwoman of the presidency of Bosnia and Herzegovina for visiting Azerbaijan to participate in the summit-level meeting of the non-aligned movement contact group on the fight against COVID-19. Noting that the visit also created opportunities for conducting discussions on the bilateral relations. Saying that she is happy to be in Azerbaijan, chairwoman of the presidency of Bosnia and Herzegovina noted that she was impressed by the beauty of Baku. Željka Cvijanović hailed the high-level relations between the two countries and emphasized that Azerbaijan's support for her country during the COVID-19 period and during the floods in Bosnia and Herzegovina was highly appreciated. Željka Cvijanović underlined that there were great opportunities for cooperation in economic, trade, investment, energy and other areas. The sides praised the level of political relations between Azerbaijan and Bosnia and Herzegovina. They stressed the importance of strengthening economic and trade ties even further, as well as promoting direct contacts between the business communities. During the conversation, the sides recalled that the cities of Baku and Sarajevo have been sister cities since the 70s of the last century and emphasized the significance of the development of intercity relations. Chairwoman Željka Cvijanović invited President İlham to visit Bosnia and Herzegovina. The President of Azerbaijan thankfully accepted the invitation.
President İlham received Director General of the International Organization for Migration, Antonio Vitorino. International Organization for Migration Director General Antonio Vitorino thanked for the invitation to attend the summit-level meeting of the non-aligned movement contact group on the fight against COVID-19, noting that this summit created great opportunity for conducting discussions on current issues on the international agenda. Emphasizing that Azerbaijan and the International Organization for Migration enjoy very close relations, the head of state expressed gratitude to Antonio Vitorino for participating in the summit-level meeting of the non-aligned movement contact group on the fight against COVID-19 to be held in Baku. President İlham said that during Azerbaijan's chairmanship of the non-aligned movement, the country put forward a number of initiatives towards the movement's further institutionalization. Expressing his gratitude for the fruitful cooperation between the organization and Azerbaijan, Antonio Vitorino stressed the importance of the First State program on Great Return to the liberated territories of Azerbaijan. He noted that the organization can support this process based on its experience. He also said that since its establishment, the International Organization for Migration has accumulated extensive experience in the return of internally displaced persons and refugees in different countries of the world and is ready to share this experience with the Azerbaijani side. The International Organization for Migration Director General underlined the importance of establishing a regional training center of the organization in Azerbaijan, saying that this center will contribute to increasing opportunities and training professional personnel both in Azerbaijan and in the countries of the region. Antonio Vitorino emphasized Azerbaijan's chairmanship of the Almaty consultative process on refugee protection and international migration for 2023-2024 and highlighted the importance of this platform in terms of ensuring continuous dialogue and information exchange on migration. The side stressed the significance of increasing the representation of Azerbaijani experts in the organization and other United Nations organizations. Antonio Vitorino pointed out that as a new donor country, Azerbaijan's financial contributions to the organization's budget are highly appreciated. President İlham met with President of the Republic of Iraq, Abdul Latif Jamal Rashid. Abdullatif Jamal Rashid said he's happy to be in Azerbaijan and thanked the Azerbaijani leader for the invitation to the summit-level meeting of the non-aligned movement contact group on the fight against COVID-19. The Iraqi president noted that the NAM is the organization which plays an extremely great role in international relations nowadays. The president of Azerbaijan thanked his Iraqi counterpart for visiting Azerbaijan. Noting that Azerbaijan's non-aligned movement chairmanship is set to end, President Ilham said Azerbaijan's chairmanship has spared no effort to develop the NAM, came forward with some institutionalization-related initiatives such as establishment of the NAM youth and parliamentary networks. The head of state pointed out that Azerbaijan would host the third NAM summit during its chairmanship. President Ilham recalled with pleasure his participation in the Arab League summit in Algeria, saying Azerbaijan attached special importance to the development of relations with Arab countries. The Iraqi president noted that his country is interested in deepening relations with Azerbaijan, adding there are good opportunities for expanding cooperation even more. Abdullatif Jamal Rashid provided information about the problems and security threats Iraq is facing and pointed out that his country had already stepped into a stage of stability. The Azerbaijani president said that there are ample opportunities for cooperation between the two nations within international organizations and mentioned OPEC Plus and other formats in this respect. The head of state underlined that Azerbaijan provided humanitarian assistance during the pandemic to the non-member countries, including Iraq. President Ilham also invited his Iraqi counterpart to pay an official visit to Azerbaijan. Abdullatif Jamal Rashid kindly accepted the invitation and for his part invited the Azerbaijani leader to visit Iraq. During the conversation, the heads of state discussed cooperation in investments, energy, construction, transport and education fields and underlined the importance of expanding the bilateral economic trade balance and arranging trips of business delegations. The head of our state also met with President of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Shavkat Mirziyoyev.
Greeting President of Uzbekistan Shavkat Mirziyoyev, President Ilham Aliyev said it was a good opportunity to meet and exchange views as they agreed during their previous meetings and track the progress of the instructions they had given to their teams, saying that last year was a record year in terms of the development of relations between the two countries, and 3 visits were paid to Uzbekistan and there will be many more meetings this year as well. The head of state added that the most important thing was that the old decisions adopted were implemented in time and even in the greater volumes than they had planned. The industrial cooperation, agriculture, urban planning, we work in all these directions and I'm very grateful to you for your attitude, said President Ilham Aliyev, and recalled with great warmth his visits to Uzbekistan and the hospitality he received. Expressing gratitude to President Mirziyoyev for the participation in the restoration of Karabakh, the head of state underlined that this was the first foreign project funded by the foreign state and it was the school that was made as a present to former IDPs. Azerbaijani people greatly appreciate this and the construction is going successfully. Once again welcome, said President Ilham Aliyev. President of Uzbekistan Shavkat Mirziyoyev thanked the head of our state for the warm welcome and noted that the bilateral systematic meetings give a completely different perception to the strategic partnership. Soon a positive result is expected in the automotive industry. New local brands, new car production will begin this March and September. This is a completely different brand, different quality. Both our teams have already agreed on a cotton cluster, and there are lands allocated, said President of Uzbekistan, and talked about existing challenges in sericulture, as well as issues related to mechanical engineering to be resolved at the parliamentary level. In the oil and gas field, a large project with SOCAR is being implemented, and a feasibility study is under development. President of Uzbekistan Shavkat Mirziyoyev noted that the authority of NAM has significantly increased under the chairmanship of Azerbaijan. President of Uzbekistan once again thanked the head of our state for the reception.
President Ilham Aliyev received member of the Federal Supreme Council of the United Arab Emirates, ruler of Ras Al Khaimah, His Highness Sheikh Saud bin Sagar Al Qasimi.
Congratulating the head of state who is hosting the summit of the NAM contact group on the fight against COVID-19, His Highness Sheikh Saud bin Sagar Al Qasimi noted that this event was of special importance. The guest conveyed the greetings of the leadership of the United Arab Emirates to President Ilham Aliyev. The head of our state thanked for the greetings and asked to convey his greetings to the leadership of UAE. President of Azerbaijan thanked His Highness Sheikh Saud bin Sagar Al Qasimi for his visit and extended his gratitude to the UAE for participating in the summit. The head of state underlined that there are friendly and brotherly relations between Azerbaijan and the United Arab Emirates, and leaders of both countries enjoyed good relations. Speaking about the importance of the summit, President of Azerbaijan said our country seriously worked during its chairmanship in NAM for the institutionalization of the NAM and raising its role in the international relations systems. During the meeting, the sides exchanged views on bilateral issues. They also noted the importance of the project implemented in the field of energy by a master company of UAE in Azerbaijan. Stressing the development of cooperation in the field of tourism, the sides noted that increased reciprocal tourist visits served to people-to-people contacts.
Rövşən Məmmədov, member of the parliament, has been designated as a point person for the contacts with the Armenian residents of Karabakh region of Azerbaijan. For this purpose, Rövşən Məmmədov held a meeting in the city of Khojalı with the representatives of the Armenian residents living in Karabakh region at the headquarters of the Russian peacekeeping contingent temporarily deployed in the territory of Azerbaijan. Mr. Məmmədov, head of the monitoring group, comprised of experts from the Ministry of Ecology and Natural Resources, State Service on Property Issues under the Ministry of Economy, and Azergold Closed Stock Company, inspecting illegal exploitation of natural resources, was also present at the event. Initial discussions regarding the reintegration of the Armenian residents living in Karabakh region to Azerbaijan in line with the constitution and legislation of Azerbaijan were held. Contacts with Armenian residents living in Karabakh region will continue. Visiting delegation led by the Vice President of Cuba, Salvador Antonio Valdez Mesa, visited the Milli Mejlis. During the meeting, Speaker Seba Gafarova noted that Azerbaijan and Cuba support each other in international organizations, including the United Nations and the Non-Aligned Movement. The guests were informed about the pathetic war and reconstruction works in the territories liberated from the occupation. It was also brought to the attention that Azerbaijan is the initiator of the normalization process between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Armenia demonstrates a destructive position in the negotiations. For more than 2 years, Armenia uses the Lachen roads for military purposes and transportation of natural resources. In response to this, the representatives of Azerbaijani civil society and eco-activists held a rally on the Lachen-Hankende road. The Lachen road is completely open for civilian purposes and there is no question of any humanitarian crisis, said Sahiba Gafarova. The guest noted that it was completely fair for Azerbaijan to liberate its occupied lands. He said his country had been under blockade for many years, but its determination for freedom had never exhausted. You can get in touch with us by contacting AzTV hotline number 051-511-1956, through which you can report events you encountered as well as share your suggestions and remarks. You can also contact us via our WhatsApp and Telegram accounts. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.